When I was in my teens, I really wanted to do something. I really wanted to do something big. So I pretty much opened up YouTube and I started Googling up how to make money, all the financial books, and eventually just really find out how can I really become a person who is admirable, who is someone who got power, just think about it from quite much a teenage boy's perspective, what a perfect male character looks like, who he wants to become. And so this is pretty much me when I was back in my teens. And so what happened to me is that I opened up all these I've been looking up for all these topics, and basically I found some quite interesting ones for me, which were resonating with me very, very, very highly. Which one of them was Nofap, and the other one was online businesses, e-commerce, and also just running marketing in general. And so something that I've stick with, basically these are the two things that have been sticking with me perhaps the longest. And so what I wanted to talk about over here to you brothers is that what our actual expectations are versus what reality is when it comes to progress. And so back then, when I began on this journey of entrepreneurship, of sports, of Nofap, of pretty much putting my shit together, I just got to realize something. I just got to realize that there were days when I didn't really feel like it, and I still got the shit done. And so what I've got to realize is that I also got very super inspiring days, and those were also the days when I've also been able to get the shit done. But at the end of the day, what actually moved the needle for me was getting the shit done. So let me tell you an example, a practical example. In my business, when I began my very first agency, the actual output for me, so where my revenue came from, is if I've been able to close on someone. And so if I've been able to close on someone, then I just simply got revenue, simple as this. And now my actual actions that have been leading me there were to pick up the damn phone and start calling. And so now that I've been picking up the phone and start calling, all of a sudden I got many no's obviously, but I got a few maybes and I got a few yeses. And out of those few yeses, basically a few people, they turn out that they are interested, they are a good fit, we can start this shit. And so on and so forth. But what I've got to realize is that thinking about it, planning the whole future ideas, pretty much none of them did fucking happen. Very few of them did happen. Very few of them did happen. And so what was the most important thing for me is that, man, get your fucking ass out there and get shit done. The same thing with gym. When I was thinking that, hey man, like I'll be having this freaking crazy ass animal daily routines and I'll be working out this much and with this intensity and so on and so forth, I just simply got to realize that while this is inspiring, it is not yielding me any fucking progress. Fucking zero. Thinking about it, maybe yeah, I got inspired, and in this regard, since I got inspired, I maybe got a bigger output in the gym, so therefore I've been able to gain more. The same thing could be applied for basically working, with the calls. And so what I've got to realize is that it doesn't really matter whether I'm inspired, whether I'm not inspired. The actual shit that matters is that, let's just stick with my first example. Pick up the fucking phone, call a business owner, tell you what the fucking hell you want, without sounding like someone who wants to sell him something. And actually after that, just simply, if he's interested, set an appointment. During the appointment, just simply tell him your thing in more details and close him, simple as this. And so this is just simple raw freaking math. You'll have your numbers after a time and so on and so forth. And so what I would like to bring up over here without getting round in this topic is that it doesn't really matter whether we are inspired or not. To progress, it doesn't matter if we are putting in the work from a place where we are feeling inspired, when we are feeling like it, or when we are not feeling like it. The actual fucking thing that matters is if we are putting in the actual fucking input, so therefore we can get the output. Simple as fucking this. Nothing else matters. It doesn't matter if the rain is, if there is raining. It doesn't matter if your mood is good. It doesn't. Nothing else matters. At the end of the day, if you want progress, if you want that certain shit in your life, so for example, losing weight, which is, or getting into shape, which is something that I've been blessed to have a huge progress in this field in my life, then you just simply have to get the basic shit done. Eat less, or not necessarily less, but eat different type of food with different macro and calorie continents, and also do some kind of an exercise, so therefore you're also burning the excess calories. And so with this, you can just simply get there. It doesn't care if you're, so for example, if you're writing down every single day that, hey man, like I want to change the world, I want to make this $100,000 a month, I want to lose the weight. Great, buddy, super fucking great. What will you have to do to get there? This. Okay, then nothing fucking else matters. If you really want to do that, nothing fucking else matters. And so perhaps this is the thing why so many of us do always quit on things, because we think that this shit's supposed to be inspiring. This shit's supposed to be always about the great ideas, about all the time being inspired and all that shit. Whilst that is true, that is something that is fucking true, at the end of the day, we just simply need the damn input. That is the thing that matters. And also after a while, obviously, we'll be gaining enough leverage, so therefore we can still have so we can eventually, with the same input, we can have a way greater output. But for us younger guys out there, who we do not, or likely we do not have the leverage, we'll have to work our way there. And so now we've got the leverage, we'll still have to work, we'll still have to put in the input, but we'll be moving bigger mountains with that. So yes, core takeaway for me today is that